Hello, and this is Bogus Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Marvel Legends Odinson figure from the Hulk Build-A-Figure. So before we take a look at Odinson, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So first up, he comes with the whole torso of Hulk. And next time when I get all the figures in the Build-A-Figure, I need to not be impatient and put it all together in once. So he does come with the torso right here. Doesn't come with the shoulder piece. That actually came with Jane Foster Thor. I thought that was weird. The shoulder piece didn't actually come with the torso, or at least an arm. It came with the leg. So up next, he comes with... Oops, drop that. He comes with Bjorn, the Enchanted Axe. This is what Odinson currently uses in the comics. And I think there's a lot of great detail in here. I like all that sculpting detail right there. It almost looks like, what is it? Like Viking runes is what it looks like. I think the axe itself, like the blade, actually came out really nicely. It's that nice marbleized, glittery plastic. I think the handle actually looks like real knotted wood. That looks really awesome. There's a handle on it. You can see it's got the wrappings on there. I think this looks really nice, and I really love that. And this is actually more size appropriate than the previous Bjorn we got. Here they are side by side. It's actually really smaller. This came with the Allfather Odin Build-A-Figure. This was the alternate, this was one of the pieces you could get to make the Allfather Thor figure. So I do like this updated axe because it's a lot more size appropriate. And I'm going to go ahead and pop his head off there because he actually has a removable cape, so I'll count that as an accessory. Because technically it does come off, so that's an accessory to me. Here. So here's his cape. There's the clip he has on it. And I think this really looks nice. I like how it's this bright color on top, and then just fades into the darker maroon color, and then just brown, where it's dirty and it's got holes in it. And this is actually a new piece, and I really love it. It's actually not new. It has been used on the SDCC 2017 Thor, or Odinson figure. I think that's called, what's that called? Ombre? I think that's called Ombre or something like that. But I really like that. I like how it looks tattered at the bottom. And I do like how it does fade into maroon and then brown, like it's just dirty and hasn't been cleaned. So I really love that. And it's very soft plastic, so you can bend it. When you have it on him, you can get it doing that or just kind of over like that. Okay, let me show it on him. Head pops off really easily. So it's not something that'll just get loose when you're doing it. I think that looks really nice. And I like how you can kind of move it like this. Get it like it's blowing in the wind. That looks really awesome like that. And he can hold Bjorn in his right hand. And technically it's supposed to be held with two hands. So you can fit it in just like this. Make sure I'm getting it right there. Now it's not wanting to go in his hand. Now his hand is really stretched out because of this axe. It's a lot bigger, and the hands were pretty close together when I did get this. So now the hands are like really stretched out. But it really doesn't bother me because I'm not going to have him holding any other accessories. For the face sculpt, I really like this. I will be honest, I didn't think I would like this figure because this is the same exact head sculpt and the same upper body, like the arms and the torso of Sentry. And even actually some of the legs are reuse of Sentry. So I really didn't think I'd be a fan of this toy. I will admit that, like I said. But I really love it. I think it looks really nice. It looks like this is actually supposed to be Thor before he became worthy. But I'm kind of just using this as my unworthy Thor figure. Would have been nice if they would have included the bearded head that came in the SDCC version as an alternate head. That would have been really awesome. But I really like his hair. I like how it's that dark blonde color and has that dry brushing of brown over it. Like a light brown. I think that looks really awesome. And it is, unlike the Sentry, even though this is the exact same head as Sentry, it has more of a pliable hair to it. Like the Sentry one was just very hard plastic, and this is very rubbery, so you can move it around and get him into more positions. You can see there he's got his shirt clipped together, and I would have preferred that to actually be a separate piece, not just painted on, like the same way the Jane Foster Thor clip on her suit, or her costume. I really would have preferred that to be a separate sculpted piece. You get these separate armbands. And as far as I know, these are new. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that these are new to this figure. They do tend to shift up and down, but I do like that. That way you can move the arm or the hands and not get any, rub or anything. Because I did actually have a figure, I can't remember what it was, but it had an armband like that and it didn't move, and I kept doing that with the figure's hand, and it actually created some paint rub on it. So I really like that this shifts up and down to allow you to be able to move it freely without the fear of that. And this is also a new piece. It's supposed to be how his pants look now, because or then too. This is kind of a combination of the Unworthy Thor and Odinson characters. It's a combination of both, because this is actually what he uses as Unworthy Thor, to keep his pants up. Because he doesn't have, his costume, as you can see, is all tattered. He looks a lot different now that he's unworthy. But this is actually a separate piece. Like, if you have it up here, you really can't tell that that's a separate piece. That actually looks like pants that's held together by rope. But it's actually a separate piece. It shifts up and down. I think it actually looks like real rope. I actually thought it was real rope at first, but it isn't. And then you get these new bottom half of the legs. I think these look really nice. Got those wrappings right there. And I think these feet, the bottoms of the feet, are a reuse of the Venom Hyperion. Yeah, it's actually a reuse of the Hyperion. So the legs are actually, the lower legs are the only thing that's new on this figure. But still, I really enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Because I really didn't think I'd enjoy it at all, but I really do. So now I'm going to go over his articulation. He's got a ball-jointed head that can... Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. There. I pushed it back a little too far. It can look up that far. Look down all the way. He's got ball-jointed shoulders. Now, these are really hard to move. Let me just lay his axe down because it will drop. His arms are very, very hard to move outward. You can hear that clicking noise. Now, I don't really want to move them too much because I am afraid I will break them. You could, well, I actually did heat this figure up with boiling water, and it's still kind of, it's better than it was, but it was worse than this, if you can imagine. He's got a swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbow, swivel wrist that can move side to side, or side to side, and up and down. I did that in the reverse order. He's got an ab crunch that can move all the way back, and all the way forward. He's got a swivel at the waist. He's got ball jointed hips that can actually do a split. He can kick forward that far. He can kick back just a little bit. He's got a swivel at the thigh. Again, kind of has that clicking noise to it because it's really tough to move. He's got a double jointed knee. He's got a swivel at the ankle, like a swivel above the ankle actually, a swivel at the ankle, and an ankle rocker. And I do like that they give him this above the ankle articulation, kind of just about shin articulation, because it does keep the figure stable with the giant axe and the big cape. So I really do love that. And I was actually experimenting because I really wanted that San Diego Comic-Con Thor figure, or the Odinson figure. I don't know why I keep doing that. So I decided to see if I could switch the arms out on this figure to make him the Unworthy Thor. This is the arm from the All-Father Thor Build-A-Figure, or the Odin Build-A-Figure. The alternate arm. Oops. Got the dropsies today, I swear. And you can also fit that on there. I think that looks really awesome. So you can actually make him Unworthy Thor. All I did was just boil some hot water and then drop the arms, or drop the figure into this and the arm into the pot also. And I just popped it off, and now it pops on and off easily. And you can still use this arm too. So I really like that. I made my own custom unworthy Thor. And you can put this back on him to make him Odinson. So I really like that. And then now for comparisons. Here's Thor, or Odinson. I don't know why I keep calling him that. Just because I'm used to him being Thor, not Odinson. Here he is next to Sentry. You can see that they share the same body. The only thing new is the hand and the legs, of course. And the belt. But you can see that they share the same body. The Hyperion body mold. Here he is next to Unworthy Thor. Jane Foster Thor. I think these two look really awesome together. Odinson and Jane Foster Thor. That looks really awesome together. And then here he is next to Worthy Thor. And the one thing I never got is with all the Thor figures, they all have varying sizes. Like you can see that the Worthy Thor, let me move him back some, is way taller than this Odinson figure. And I don't understand that because they're the same figure. And I do think that the skin tone on this one is a lot more accurate. I just feel like this skin tone was just a little dark for Thor. But, like I said, I don't know how the sizes can be different when they're the same figure, or of the same person. So, overall, I really like this figure, and you can get even more out of him by making him the Unworthy Thor figure with this arm. So, I would highly recommend this toy. It's a lot better than I thought it would be. So that's my review. And if you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.